Hello everybody. So let's start. Today we are going to study English language. Today's topic is agreement of verb with subject. That is chapter 3 from our Total English book, agreement of verb with subject. It is also called subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement means actually whatever the verb means either helping verb or main verb. If we put in the sentence, we have to check the subject of the sentence. If given subject is singular, then we have to put singular verb, or if given subject is plural, so we have to put plural verb. As he is a singular subject, so plays is a singular verb. The sun is a singular subject, has risen, has is a singular helping verb. They is a plural verb, play is a plural verb. They is a plural subject, so play is a plural verb. We is a plural subject, so do is a plural verb. Now you would think that, it's a very easy topic. Why should we study it? We know it very well since our childhood. But no, don't take it lightly. It's too tough to understand. Let's start to understand it. Actually, most of the students are unable to understand the subject from the sentence. Let's have some examples to identify the subject. There are a few good students like Yug. Actually, we'll see here there, but there is not a subject. In this sentence, the subject is a few good students. That's why a few good students are plurals. We have put are helping verb, that is plural helping verb. Yug's friends is plural. Yug is singular, but friends is plural. That's why we have put have as a plural verb. Yug as well as you. Here you will say there are two subjects, you and Yug. But there is only one subject, which is Yug. That's why we have put here is. Police are here. Police is plural. That's why we have put here are. A pair of scissors. Actually, scissors is plural, but the subject is a pair. That's why we have put here is, not a. Either this watch or those watches work well. Here the subject is those watches. That's why we'll put plural verb, work. Rita and I. Actually, the subject is Rita and I, both. That's why are, plural verb. The actor and social worker. Actually, the actor and social worker, we can see there are two nouns or two subjects, but actually that is only for one person. It is denoting only one person. The actor and social worker, like Shanu Shood, is doing his work. So is we have used because person is only one, not two. An uncle of your family in Indore. We can say an uncle, your family, Indore. There are three things or three subjects, three nouns. No. What the real subject is only an uncle. That's why we have used here is singular helping verb. Bread and water. There are two nouns but denotes only one thing. Bread and water was his only breakfast. That is breakfast. Eatable things. Each man, woman and children. If we use each before any noun or pronoun, then we will use singular verb or helping verb. So we have used here has. COVID-19 is one of those problems which have no solution. In this sentence, the subject is those problems. So we have used have. So up to this point, I think you would have understood this thing that it's not so easy topic as you are understanding. We must know singular subjects as he, she, it, single name, and plural subjects as you, we, they, more than one name, and doubtful subject is I, it plays sometimes singular or other times plural. That's why I is doubtful subject. So we should study this chapter because a verb must agree with its subject in number and person. A singular subject requires a singular form of the verb, while a plural subject requires a plural form of the verb. Two or more singular subjects joined by and take a plural verb. As Harry and his brother. There are two subjects, Harry, his brother. But that's why we will use are. Atul and Amit. There are two persons. So we have used were. He and I. There are two pronouns. So we will use are. There are two exceptions to this rule. When two singular subjects refer to the same person or thing, the verb is in the singular. My friend and guide. Here my friend and guide is one person. That's why we have used has helping verb. Here friend and guide refer to the same person. The poet and statements is that. Actually that is one person. Here poet and statesman refer to the same person. If the article is used only once, the two nouns refer to the same person and the verb is in the singular. But if the article is mentioned twice, then two distinct persons are intended, and therefore the verb in this case must be in the plural, as the poet and the statesman. Actually here it denotes two persons. One is poet and other is statesman. That's why we have used here are. So that is a big rule of article. Here you can understand. When two subjects represent one idea, the verb is in the singular. Like rice and curry is my favorite dish. Actually rice and curry, there are two different nouns but denotes same idea, one idea. That's why we'll use singular helping verb. Time and tide wait for none. So here time and tide shows one thing, one idea. That's why we have used singular verb waits. If two singular nouns joined by and are preceded by each or every, the verb is in the singular. Every man and woman works. We have used singular verb. Each boy and girl, we have used makes singular verb. When two or more singular subjects are connected by or, but neither nor, either or, a singular verb form is required. John or Tapan. John or Tapan. John and Tapan has been connected with or. So we will use singular helping verb is. Neither Rita nor Rina. We will use singular has. Not only his wife but even his mother. Even his mother is singular. So we will use singular verb finds. Note, when the subjects connected by or nor are of different numbers, the verb should be plural and the plural subject should be placed near the verb. Neither James nor his lawyers were there. Neither James is singular name, and his lawyers are plural. That's why we will use were. Jack or his brothers are to be blamed. Brothers are plural, so we'll use are. Actually, his brothers is subject in this sentence. When the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the one nearest to it. Either you or he is correct, but it is better to write either you are correct or he is. Neither my friend nor I am sorry, but it is better to write neither my friend is sorry nor am I. Now another rule. Mathematical computation may take either a singular or a plural verb. It's our choice. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 and 4 are 8. 4 and 4 is 8 may be written. A singular subject which is followed immediately by as well as, in addition to, including, no less than, with, together with, or a similar construction requires a singular verb. So we know well that if singular subject which connected with these words like the husband as well as the wife. Husband is singular person, so we will use needs singular verb. The coach together with his assistants, so subject is the coach was. The store in addition to the farm, the store is singular, so we will use was. The king with all his sons was. We are to find only subject and the helping verb or main verb in this chapter and nothing else. A singular subject followed by a plural modifier requires a singular verb. The attitude of these men, actually these men is plural, but the subject is the attitude. That's why we will use is. The attitude is an uncountable noun, uncountable singular noun. One of the girls are plural, but the subject is one, not the girls. So we will use singular verb, that is looks. A list of the names of successful candidates. Here a list the names successful candidates. There are 3 nouns, so we can say that we should use plural verb, but the subject is a list only, a list. So we will use is singular helping verb. Such indefinite pronouns as anybody, anyone, each, either, everybody, neither, nobody, no one, somebody, and many are generally require a singular verb. Each of them is plural, but the subject is each, so has will be used. Nobody denies, nobody is singular, so denies s or es be used in singular verb. Anybody who cheats, anybody is singular, so we will use singular verb cheats. When the subject is a relative pronoun, the verb agrees with the antecedent of the pronoun. He is one of the men. He is one of the men who is relative pronoun. Act me and man is plural, so we will use act is plural verb as advisors. This is one of those problems. Those problems is plural, which is relative pronoun have, because subject is those problems here. A collective noun takes a singular verb when the class it names is considered as a unit. A plural verb when the members of the class are considered individually. The jury is finally complete. Actually, here the jury is singular person. So we have used is, singular helping verb. The jury were divided in their opinion. Jury is the group of 2, 3, 4, 5 people who judge something. So if they divided in their opinion, that it become plural. And if they are unanimous, then they become singular. The family is singular. The family holds an annual gathering. The family members means a lot of families have never been able to agree on a single issue. Plural numbers take a singular verb when they are used in a phrase to indicate a sum or a unit. 10 years. Actually 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 10 is more than 1. We can say that as plural, but 10 years is a one time. 10 years is too long to wait. 10% is 1%, means a amount of percent is good interest. 5 lakh means an amount of rupees is a huge sum. 40 hours is the regular work week. Certain nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning generally take a singular verb. The most common of these are dynamics, economics, electronics, ethics, news, physics, statistics, linguistics, whereabouts, mathematics, and so on. Actually, these nouns looks like plural but works like singular. No news. News is singular but looks like plural, so we will use is. Statistics is a branch of maths, so that is singular, so we will use is. Now, errors due to proximity. There is erroneous tendency among students to make the verb agree with the noun near it rather than make it agree with its proper subject. Like the quality of the shoes. Shoes are plural, so most of the students, because of errors due to proximity, will put here are, but we will use here is because the subject of the verb is quality and not the shoes. Hence the correct verb should be is, not are. Other examples: neither of the applicants is plural, but the subject is neither and neither is singular, that's why is. The cost of essential commodities is plural, but the subject is the cost, that's why has will be put. Not only his clothes but also his appearance. Actually appearance is singular, that's why singular verb will be used. So to understand this chapter we must know some rules how to identify the subject from the sentence. If we are unable to identify the subject from the sentence, then we can face some problems. Okay, now that is assignment. Let's see. There are 2 mistakes in your essay. Actually we will use are because the subject is 2 mistakes, that is plural. The captain with all his team members. Actually subject is the captain, which is singular, so we will use singular helping verb was. Everyone of the troop is plural, but everyone is subject, so we will use was helping verb. Neither of my brothers is plural, but subject is neither, which is singular, so we will use has verb. Time and tide denotes same idea, that's why we will use singular verb. Weights. 50,000 rupees is an amount, so we will use singular verb. Is. None but the brave deserve. Actually, the brave is plural, but none is singular, and which is subject of the sentence, so we will use singular verb. Deserves. Which of these books is yours, which is singular and subject to of the sentence, that's why we will use singular helping verb. The great leader and statesman. Actually, the article has been used only once. That's why that is singular. So we will use is. If it was like the great leader and the statesman, then it becomes plural and we use are. Now, the next word is 2 and 2. Mathematical calculation or computation. We can use either singular or plural, both are correct, but most of times we use singular. So 2 and 2 makes 4. The teacher as well as her students are plural, but the subject is the teacher, so here we will use singular helping verb, which is. 3/4 of the house, 3/4 of the house, that is singular, that's why we will use was helping verb. So these were the questions of your assignments. I hope you would have understood everything. It's very easy topic to understand, but you must know some rules and regulations. Okay, bye.